Hey everyone, welcome to Yoga with me, your instructor, Ethan Allen. Today's class is going to be a slow flow, but just because it's slow doesn't necessarily mean it's easy. We're definitely going to get those muscles burning, maybe work up a sweat, and then we're going to stretch out those muscles. And, I'm really excited about this one. Should be good. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. We're just going to start in a seated position. So just a comfortable seat, and we're just going to start with some basic breathing. So let's just close the eyes and go ahead and take a nice big inhale through the nose and exhale it out. Go ahead and take another inhale through the nose and sigh it out. One more big breath in and sigh it out. Let's go ahead and close the lips. Start to take that breath in and out through the nose. This is going to be a longer breath, about 3 to 5 counts for each inhale. 3 to 5 counts for each exhale. So when you inhale, you want to fill up the belly, fill up the lungs, all the way up into the collarbone area almost, and then press the air out using the belly muscles. I'm just going to keep this breath going throughout the entire practice. So no matter what pose you're in, as long as you're connecting with this breath, then you're doing yoga just fine. Take 2 more of these breaths. All right, and then take an inhale and reach the hands up. Really reaching up for the ceiling as you're rooting down through the sits bones. Keep that breath going, really filling up into the sides of the rib cage there. All right, now we're going to interlace the fingers and flip the palms up. Go ahead and take a side stretch over to the left. Inhale up to the center. Exhale over to the right. Inhale. Let's go over to the left one more time. Up through center. Exhale to the right. Inhale. Up through center. All right, bring the hands down. Let's take a caterpillar pose. So we're just going to bring the legs out forward and try to sit up straight. And if this doesn't work for you, you can bring your hands behind you and just lower down and then just walk your hands up until you get up as far as you can. Okay. Now if this works for you, then lift the chest a little more and then go ahead and fold forward as much as you can. Not rounding the spine just yet, keeping that spine as lengthened as possible. And then go ahead and round the spine. hands to the ankles or the shins, maybe the toes. And then just kind of bend the elbows and pull your upper body down a little more. All right, release that. Now let's bring the hands, place the hands behind you on the mat. And we'll take a reverse plank. So it's going to let the head rock back, lift the chest, and lift the hips. Keep lifting the chest, keep lifting the hips. Toes are pointed forward. Keep breathing. Lift the chest a little more, hug the shoulder blades together, and lower down. All right. Now let's take a spinal twist here. So put a bend in this left knee, maybe cross this left foot over, and you can kind of hug it in a little bit. Now bring this left hand behind you, and take this right hand, reach it forward, and just swing it around to bring this right elbow on the other side of that left knee, gazing off this left shoulder. Try to lengthen the spine even as you're twisting. Okay, release that. Let's do the other side. Put a bend in that right knee. Place the foot over on the other side. Place the right hand behind you. Reach this left hand forward. And swing it around and gaze off the right shoulder. All right, release all that. And now let's be up in a table pose. So hands and knees. Just going to take some cat-cow breaths. So inhale, drop the belly down, lift the gaze up. Exhale, round the spine, tuck the tailbone and the chin. Inhale, lift, gaze up. Exhale, round the spine. Inhale, just take more like this. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Two more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. All right, come back to neutral table pose. Now we're going to do some knee circles. So it's going to lift this left leg up and kind of bring it down and around. Just really working this hip joint here. Just taking some big circles with that left knee. And then maybe the other direction. Okay, let's do the right side. Bring that right knee up, and back and down, and forward, and taking big circles with that right knee. And reverse the direction of it. Okay. Now let's meet up in a child's pose. So for this child's pose, just kind of spread the knees a little wider apart. And walk the hands forward and bring the forehead down to the mat. So for this next series of poses, we're going to go in one direction with the flow, or the sequence, and then we're just going to reverse that sequence coming back to this child's pose. So we'll begin and end the sequence from this child's pose. So from child's pose, we're going to meet up in an upward facing dog. So lift up to table pose. Bring the hips down as the shoulders are up, gaze is up. Now these tops of the feet are on the mat. Press those into the mat. Maybe the knees can lift a little bit. Okay, now we're going to come to a low plank. So you might want to lower the knees if you need to. That's fine. Otherwise, we're going to roll to the tops of the feet, low plank. So the elbows are kind of close to the rib cage. Now top of a push-up, high plank, and then downward facing dog. Lift the hips up. Okay, so now bring the shoulders forward again to top of a push-up. Lower down about halfway to low push-up and child's pose. Or no, sorry, up dog, child's pose now. All right, so let's try that again. So from child's pose, come to up dog. Curl the toes under, low push-up, high push-up, downward dog. High push-up, low push-up, up dog, child's pose. Okay, let's do that 2 more times. Up dog, low push-up, top of a push-up, down dog, top of a push-up, low push-up, up dog, child's pose. One more time. Up dog, low push-up, top of a push-up, downward facing dog, top of a push-up, low push-up, up dog, child's pose. Okay, lift up from child's pose. And now we'll lift the left leg up and reach this right hand forward for a spinal balance. Try to lift up from the back of the left thigh. So lifting up from back here. Take an inhale, exhale, crunch it in. Inhale, reach it out. Exhale, crunch it in. Inhale, reach it out. One more time. Reach it out. Okay, now plant this left foot forward and lift the left hand up. It's really pressing to the mat with the right hand as you reach that left hand up, gazing up towards that left hand. Really trying to open up, peel back this left shoulder. All right, bring that left hand down. And let's just go ahead and step this right foot up to meet the left foot. Inhale, lift halfway. Find some length in the spine. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, reach the hands all the way up. Exhale, hands at the heart. Inhale, reach the hands back up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Now here, we're going to slide the hands underneath the feet. These toes are coming up towards the wrist. You might, in order to make this happen, you might need to bend the knees. That's fine. And then once you have that, start to straighten the knees. All right, release the hands, lift up halfway. Plant the hands, step the feet back. Lower down through the push-up. Inhale for up dog. Exhale for down dog. And lower back down to the hands and knees for table pose. Now we'll lift the right leg up. Finding that extension. Feel like you're putting a footprint on that wall behind you. So you're pressing back. And take that left hand, reach it forward. Take an inhale. Exhale, crunch it in. Inhale, reach it out. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Really find that extension one more time. Okay, plant the left hand down, step that right foot up. Keep this left hand down. Reach the right hand up. Okay, bring that right hand down. Step up this left foot to meet the right foot. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, reach it all the way up. Exhale, hands at the heart. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Now here we go. We're going to plant the hands underneath the feet again. And then start to straighten the knees. All right, release the hands. Inhale, lift halfway. Plant the hands, step it back. Lower down. Inhale for up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Okay, now from this down dog, let's lift the left leg up. Bring the left knee to left elbow. Inhale, lift it up. Left knee to the right elbow. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, step that left foot forward. Back foot pivots flat as we come up into Warrior One. So pull this left hip back as the right hip is pulling forward, trying to square up the hips to the front. Nice good lunge in the left leg. Really reaching up through the hands. Breathing. And we'll come to Warrior Two. Left hand forward, right hand back. Gazes off the left fingertips. Try to tuck the tailbone under. Now reverse the warrior. Bring this left hand up. Right hand can come down the back leg or wrap around the back. Still keep that lunge going in the left leg. All right, now lightning bolt pose. So the chest comes forward, hands reach back. Spine is lengthening. Still got a good lunge going this left leg, even though this thigh might be burning. Good. Now chair pose. Step this right foot up. Big toes together, heels slightly apart as the seat drops down. Arms lift up. Reach the hands back. Reach the hands forward. Lift the heels. Lift the heels a little more. Yes, your legs might be shaking uncontrollably. That's okay. Straighten the legs, fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Plant the hands, step the feet back. Top of a push-up. Now don't lower down yet because we're going to add 3 hop-ups. So jump the feet up to the hands, jump them back. Second time, third time. Okay, now lower down. Inhale for up dog. Exhale, down dog. Okay, right foot lifts up. Right knee to right elbow. Inhale, lift up. Right knee to left elbow. Lift up. Step the foot forward. Back foot pivots flat. Warrior one. Yeah. These slow poses will get you. Just because it's like a slow flow doesn't mean it's an easy flow. So, a lot of times it's actually easier if you just keep going right through the poses. When you start to hold these poses, that's when you start to build up this endurance. Okay, warrior two. Right hand forward, left hand back. Inhale, let's reverse the warrior. Okay, bring both hands back, chest comes forward over the thigh. Keep lunging in that right leg. Breathe. Okay, chair pose. Step this left foot up. Drop the seat down, arms lift. Arms reach back. Reach it forward, lift the heels. Like really lift the heels. And fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Plant the hands, top of a push-up. Okay, now we have our 3 jump ups right here. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Now lower down. Inhale for up dog. Exhale for downward facing dog. All right, now would be a good time to have some water. So go ahead and take care of that. All right, and then let's go ahead and meet up in a downward facing dog. We have one more kind of longer sequence here, and yeah, and then we'll keep going. So downward facing dog. And lift the left leg up. Step this left foot forward. Now pivot the back foot flat. Now from here we're coming into a triangle pose. So bring this left hand inside the left foot. Start to straighten this left leg. And then reach this right hand up. Now if this doesn't quite work for you, or if you need a little something else, you can use a prop, like a block, or a book, or a water bottle, and press your hand into that block. Okay, now let's revolve this. So bring the right hand down, Step this right foot up a little bit so you got both sets of toes pointing forward. And then reach this left hand up. Okay, now we'll start to do some balancing poses here. So let's plant the hands down, lift this right leg up, standing splits. Try to bring the nose towards the knee. Now yoga curtsy, bring this right knee behind the left knee, putting a little bend in the knee, and then bring the hands up to the heart. Now lift up to Majorette Pose. Bringing this right knee up towards the chest. This right foot is flexed up. Press this left leg into the mat. Okay, now we'll do an eagle arms pose. So you're going to kind of cross this right knee over the left thigh. Bring the right arm underneath the left arm. Try to bring the hands together. Lift the elbows up. Okay, back to Majorette Pose. Let's do a twist. Bring the left hand to the right knee. Reach this right hand back. If you want to grab for the outside of that right foot, you can extend that right foot forward. Now let's do a tree pose. So bring this right foot inside the left thigh or inside the left calf. Bring the hands together at the heart. Try to press the hips forward. And then reach the hands up. Tree might be a little wobbly in the wind. All right, shake out that left leg. Yeah, I feel it. I'm sure you do too. Okay, go ahead and reach the hands up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Plant the hands, step back. Inhale for up dog. Exhale, down dog. Okay, now we're doing that whole sequence on the right side. So, lift the right leg up. Step this right foot forward, back foot pivots flat. Right hand comes inside the right foot as the right leg starts to straighten. And lift the left hand up. Might want to use a block. Press the hand into the block. Okay, revolve this. Shorten the stance, point the left toes forward. Left hand comes down. Right hand lifts up. Okay, now for our balancing poses. So lift the left leg up, standing splits. Nose comes towards the knee. Yoga curtsy, left knee behind the right knee. Hands come up at the chest. Inhale, Majorette Pose. So chances are you're going to fall over through one of these poses. Just try to get back into it. Okay, next is Eagle Pose. Crossing his left leg over, putting a little bend in the right knee. Left arm comes underneath the right arm as the hands meet. Lift the elbows up. Back to Majorette Pose. Okay, twist. Right hand to left knee. Left hand reaches back. Maybe grabbing the outside of that foot and kicking it forward. And then tree pose. Left foot inside the right thigh. Hands together at the heart. Reach the hands up. Keep breathing. And we did it. Woo! All right. Let's go ahead and lift the hands up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale halfway. Plant the hands, step the feet back, lower through. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Now walk the feet all the way through to seated. And you know what? It's going to lay on our back. Oh yeah. It's my best suggestion yet. All right. But we're going to lift the feet up. Hands are palms down on the mat. Go ahead and bring the feet down about an inch off the mat. Inhale up. And keep going just like that. Bring the legs down on the exhale. Inhale, lift them up. Do about 6 of these. Okay, meet with the feet up. Actually, let's bring the feet down again. Bring the hands behind the head. And we'll bring right elbow to left knee. And reverse. And keep going like this. Do 5 on each side. Okay. Now let's just lift the upper body up for a boat pose. Lift the chest up. Okay, now we're going to bring the hands together, feet come apart a little bit. Inhale up. This lower body, upper body lowers down a bit. Woo! Do 3 more of these. Hold this boat pose one more time. Oh. All right. We really did it. All right, maybe get some water. And let's meet up here seated. And we're going to meet up in a shoelace pose. So, as you're sitting here seated, going to bring this left knee up, and you're going to bring this right foot over towards the left hip as much as you can. So this right knee is almost pointing forward. Okay, now bring this left foot over, and ideally trying to get this left knee on top of the right knee. Might not get there. That's fine. That's what you're working towards. So what can help is if you kind of lean forward and lift the butt up, and then you can kind of shimmy this left foot over a little more, and then drop the seat back down. Now you see we're a little bit closer. So go ahead and find some extension in the spine, lifting up the chest. Just kind of let the hips feel this out for a second. And now start to lead forward with the chest. And then go ahead and drop the head, round the spine. You can take these fingertips and kind of walk them forward. And the longer you're in this pose, the more and more you might sink into it. So just be patient and allow your body the time to sink into this pose. Okay, and then slowly start to lift up and untangle the legs. And we'll do the other side. So now bringing this left foot over by the right hip. Crossing this right foot over. Maybe rocking forward and shimming this right foot over more. And then sitting back down. Feel this out for a second. Go ahead and start to lead forward with the chest. Walk the hands forward, drop the head down around the spine. Start to lift up and meet in a butterfly pose. So the soles of the feet together and try to pull these feet in as much as you can. Nothing too drastic. Hold on to the feet. Press these knees down as you're lifting up the chest. Just like we did with Shoelace Pose, maybe we can start to lead forward with the chest. And then round the spine. Okay, start to lift up from there. And now we'll meet up in a table pose. From this table pose, you're going to take this left foot, step it up forward. The hands are going to stay inside this left foot as we set up for a dragon pose. So maybe you can scoot this right foot back a bit. Okay, so the shoulder's inside this left knee, right? Hands are inside the left foot. Come on to the top of that right foot is on the mat. Now you might just chill out here, that's fine. Or maybe you can start to bend the elbows and lower the upper body down. Maybe you can come on down to the forearms. You start to lift up. Now we're going to go ahead and put a bend in this right knee, and then reach the left hand back and grab onto that right foot maybe, if that works. And give a little tug. Feel that stretch in the right quad. All right, meet up in table pose. We'll do the other side. So step this right foot forward, scoot this left foot back. And you can hang out here or start to lower the upper body down and coming down into the forearms. And again, as with most of these stretching poses, the more time you give it, the more you'll be able to sink into it. It's all about being patient with you and your body and just finding some acceptance for where you are. Like, if you can't lower the upper body down, that's fine. But you know what? You're doing yoga, you're working on it, you're working towards something, and that's what yoga is all about, working towards something better. All right, start to lift up. Let's put a bend in this left knee and take the right hand back and grab onto that foot. Meet up in table pose. And now we're going to do a puppy pose. So, starting off in table, your hips are going to stay right above the knees, just like they are in table. So without the hips moving, you're just going to walk the hands forward, bring the chest down. And then maybe the forehead comes onto the mat. Or maybe you can lift the chin and place the chin on the mat. Now give this time and feel the chest melting down towards the mat. Alright, slowly start to lift up out of that. And we'll just meet in a child's pose. But for this child's pose, we're going to reach the hands back, grab onto the tops of the feet, or the bottoms of the feet, place the top of the head onto the mat. And then pull onto those feet. So bend the elbows, pull on the feet. All right. Start to lift up from there, and all right, let's meet up on our back. So let's go ahead and lift the feet up. Don't worry, we're not doing any more core work. We're done with that. We did that. Been there. Done that. But you can stay right here for a nice inversion. Or if you want to come into Plough Pose, you can lift the hips up, swing the feet over your head to the floor behind you. And then you can bring the hands to the lower back and walk them up higher on the back. And then lift the feet up for a supported shoulder stand. If you wanted to do a full shoulder stand, which is a little tricky, I admit, but you can take this left hand, slide it up your leg, which is actually down your leg, hug those shoulder blades together, and then you can do the same with the right hand. But leaving them on your back is just fine. Either way, you want that weight in your shoulders, not on your neck. All right, bring the knees down towards the ears. Release the hands and slowly roll it out. All right. Now we'll do a fish pose. So you're just going to puff the chest up, come onto the forearms, place the crown of the head onto the mat. Maybe lift the feet up. All right, lower back down. Now let's go ahead and cross this left leg over the right leg. Pick up the hips and kind of put them on the left side of the mat a little more. And then let these legs drop off to the right side. This hand I like to put on the left leg. This left hand can reach over to the left, gaze off that left shoulder. Lift up. Let's do the other side. Cross this right leg over the left leg. Place the hips on the right side of the mat. Let the knees fall off to the left. Right hand comes out. Gaze off the right shoulder. Alright, start to lift the legs up and hug the knees into the chest. And then we're setting up for Shavasana, a resting pose. Bring the feet out to the far corners of the mat. Maybe turn the palms up. Close the eyes. And take a nice big inhale. And side out. Alright, now starting from the top of the body, start to relax the facial muscles, relax the forehead, relax the jaw, relax the eyes, okay, and then relax the throat, relax the neck,
And relax the shoulders. Relax the belly and the spine. Relax the hips. Relax the arms and the legs. And then go ahead and take one more really big inhale. And any remaining tension, go ahead and sigh it all out. And enjoy your well-deserved rest. Start to rake the body up. Wiggle the fingers and the toes. Reach the hands up. Bring the feet together. Take a nice big stretch. And hug the knees into the chest. Just keep the eyes closed and make your way up to a seated position. I just want to thank you for joining me in this practice today. So thank you so much again, and have a really great day. Om Shanti. Namaste. All right. Thanks again, everyone, for joining me today. I hope you liked it.
Hey, if you did, maybe hit that like button, give it a share. You can submit a comment down below, and subscribe to my channel. So until next time, stay healthy, stay well, take care of yourself, and let's take care of each other. All right. See you next time. Bye.